Let us look at the recruitment one relating to an applicant. So the applicant applied at Transnet, and then after applying, she called the company. And then after she called the company, she spoke to one of the people that were on the panel. And then upon speaking with one of the people that were on the panel, the person that was a member of the interview panel allegedly told her to expect good news and keep checking her emails. She believed that this meant that she had been appointed, and then she started preparing to relocate to KZN. And then upon further follow-ups, she was advised that a candidate that was more suitable for the role had been appointed. And then she took the matter to court and claimed that she was promised employment and this promise was not honored. So maybe here the lesson would be not that the employer was at fault, but also the people that participate in the interview and the interview panel, they need to be trained on certain things as well. Like maybe when you are interviewing the candidate, avoid words or phrases such as when you start here, when you start here. Maybe use words such as if you are the successful candidate, and then keep notes and keep record of all the interviews. Even if you're making them on a CV, keep a file of all the interviews and the scoring of the interviews if you are using a scoring system. And another one that I can think of is that if you are curious about something that is not an inherent requirement of a job, you can avoid asking it and then maybe just do calculations and sums using the CV, for example. It's natural, for example, to be curious about somebody's age, like people maybe that are our friends or that are our neighbors. Sometimes you get curious, I wonder how old is this person? But in an interview, I avoid asking it, and I avoid asking things that are not inherent requirements of the job. For example, asking somebody, when are you planning to have a baby? Are you pregnant? Or things like that, so that somebody doesn't later come back and say, I was discriminated against cause of pregnancy or cause of age. Because if we look at this, we see that she also tried to suggest that her age might have played a role in her not being selected, and then she also used the qualifications, but the qualifications one was definitely unfounded, because the employer is allowed to choose the persons based on their qualifications that best meet the requirements of the job.